Here comes the radio guy with all new audio content for the broadcast industry with voiceover talent John Gale.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Radio Guy. Hi, gang. John Gale with you on this February 11th. Can you believe it? Almost the middle of February 2021. Going to be doing some live radio audio broadcast production over the next hour or so. I'm a voiceover artist, have done lots of radio production over the years, and we encourage you to say hello in the comments section below. Let us know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what nation. We have folks from all over the world who watch us on our different platforms like Facebook Live and YouTube. Those are both called the Radio Guy there. And also, if you are a Twitch streamer, watcher, Twitcher, whatever you call it, on the Twitch platform, which is a great gaming platform. They do have some other things, though, podcasts and talk shows. We're called the Audio Pro there. So say hi in the comments section. If you have any questions about what we're doing, the production that we're doing, make sure you let us know in the comments section. No question is a stupid question. As I said, we are going to be doing some live radio broadcast audio production over the next 60 minutes or so for radio stations across the United States. Matter of fact, let's show you. Let's go out and give you a whole view here of all of the stations that we are going to be doing some production for. Right behind my head, let's look at that forecast view, and that'll show you this. Across the United States, these are the stations that we will be doing today, and we'll be starting with our first production, which is going to be WSEO Nelsonville, Ohio. Let's take a quick trip there via the internet here to Nelsonville, Ohio. Let's take a look here. Let's get rid of all this and show you where we are at. Nelsonville, Ohio, this is Rock Road in Nelsonville, Ohio, which is actually close to Columbus, Ohio. There's the transmitter site. And I believe there's the stick in there somewhere. I see the shadow. Here's the stick actually right here, poking out, covering the great capital of Ohio, Columbus. And so we're going to get started using our digital audio production. We want to welcome Richard Smith to the group. Richard Smith, sunny here today in Erie, Pennsylvania for a change. I'll tell you what, you guys got hit by some serious snow. I thought we had snow. Man, did you guys get some big snow out there in Pennsylvania. All right, so this is our digital audio workstation. Our first read is for Athens County, Hocking County, Vinton, and Perry County. WSEO FM is a country station, a forecast that will be airing today, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, boy, they've got a winter weather advisory. It's going to be one of those days, huh? Through Thursday night, which is tonight. All right, now why is that saying tonight, Thursday? Let's reopen this. Make sure we got the right day on here. Because it did say Wednesday there, I believe. Here we go. That looks much better. Had yesterday's forecast on the list there. We don't want that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start our recorder. In track one, we have some denoise and some mastering on our microphone, which is a Shure SM7B, standard broadcast microphone. And we'll take a look at the forecast. Basically, this is my copy. It's going to be 30-second read, so we'll put 30 seconds on our timer right here. And we'll start with the opener. This is my copy here, and we'll go with tonight's day part since it begins at 3 this afternoon, so they'll want to know about weather happening later on. So we'll go tonight through probably 30 seconds. We'll probably go through Sunday, and then finish up with this close right here on the outro. Let's give it a read. Dry template, dry read, no music behind me on this one, just my golden-throated, velvet-coated voice. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Your weather bug forecast as we head into the evening, mostly cloudy skies with some light winds coming out of our northeast and a low temperature around 20 degrees. Friday brings some clouds with calm winds and a high of 33. Mostly cloudy skies expected Friday evening, a low of 21 with a slight chance of some afternoon snow on your Saturday, becoming cloudy with a high reaching 31 degrees. More snow is expected Saturday evening early on, becoming cloudy with a low of 15. This is WeatherBug forecaster John Gale on WSEO. All right, that's good. That's called a one-take, Johnny G. We went a little past our 30-second mark on this one, so we're going to digitally compress the forecast a little bit. Let's go ahead and switch to the Adobe editing view for your post-production viewing pleasure here. Let's go ahead and find the where we started our voiceover. This one's going to be kind of hard because we're talking pretty much the same volume the whole time. Let's find it. I think it's right here. Mostly cloudy skies expected Friday evening. Give it a shot. Here we go. Your weather. All right, so there's the start. Let's zoom in tight and trim that out, the voiceover forecast from everything else we were doing there. Using a razor tool, little razor icon here, we will highlight and delete everything else and drag this back to the 0 cursor mark. And now we'll bounce down the audio file to its own stereo. New track here. I'm going to bring it into some compliance there, volume-wise. Add some mastering and effects. And let's take a listen. Here's the finished read for WSEO FM. The bug forecast as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies with some light winds coming out of our northeast and a low temperature around 20 degrees. Friday brings some clouds with calm winds and a high of 33. Mostly cloudy skies expected Friday evening, a low of 21 with a slight chance of some afternoon snow on your Saturday, becoming cloudy with a high reaching 31 degrees. More snow is expected Saturday evening early on, becoming cloudy with a low of 15. This is WeatherBug forecaster John Gale on WSEO. All right, looks good there. Let's go ahead and just trim off the dead air, and we'll have to compress this a little bit because we're past 31 on our marker, and that's fine. We will digitally alter this without changing the pitch of my voice, just the timing. So we'll go up to our effects tab to do that. Effects, and then we'll scroll down almost all the way down to the time and pitch effect there, and then that drops down the sub-menu. We want the stretch and pitch process. That'll bring up this window right here, the effect stretch and pitch window, and it shows us the current duration is 31.411, so 31 and a half seconds basically. We want that to be a 30-second read, so in the new duration box it needs to say 30. We'll hit apply, and
boom shakalaka.
Now it's a perfect 30. You can tell. Your WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies with speeds it up, but doesn't change the pitch of my voice at all. So looks good. WSEO is all ready to be exported and named, so we will quickly go ahead and just copy the file name from my FTP script page here and export it, saving it as an MP3 file, 128 kilobits per second constant bit rate. We'll overwrite yesterday's forecast because we don't care about yesterday's weather anymore. And now we'll send it over the internet via file transfer protocol right over their into their IP address, the folder for the automation computer, where it will trigger through their software later this afternoon, 3 to 6 p.m. All right, we're ready to move on to the next signal on the list, which is WZCC. WZCC is located in Chiefland, Florida, and we're going to take a quick trip there. Let's find it on my page here, and let's take a little flight via Google Earth to WZCC. Here we go. Maybe, maybe not. All right, well, it doesn't have to always work, does it? Let's go ahead and just move there by ourselves. We'll fly in via the mouse. Here's WZCC. Flying in here to Chiefland, Florida. Zoom it in real tight. Looks like kind of a industrial area. Here is the stick, transmitter building. Yeah, right there. WZCC FM. All right, let's switch back to the forecast view here and take a look at our template, which isn't just another dry read. No music behind me on this one. So this is covering Athens County, Meigs, Hocking, Vinton, and Perry County. No, I'm sorry. No, we're moving on here. We haven't switched out. This is Chiefland, Florida, which is the Tampa Bay, Florida area. Levi, Dixie, and Gilchrist counties. All right, 30 seconds, please, on the clock. This airs today, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a country format, classic country radio. Don't hear too many of those. A lot of them on AM signals, but they're great for truckers. I know a lot of folks who still like that Tanya Tucker kind of old school, Hank Jr. kind of stuff. Hank Williams, the original. Here we go. 30 seconds. Let's give it a read. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms expected by morning. Otherwise, increasing clouds with calm winds. Our low temperature, 61 degrees. For your Friday, more rain in the mix with an afternoon thunderstorm possible, a high reaching 77. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. All right, looks good there. That's another one take, Johnny G, because we did it in one take. We'll switch over to the Adobe Editing post-production view here. Finding the front of the voiceover. Looks like it's right here at about the 35-second mark. We'll trim it out using the razor tool icon. Highlight and delete everything else. Drag that back to the 0 cursor mark. See where we're at. Yep. Let's go ahead and bounce this down to a new stereo track. A couple little clipping issues going on here. I might be pull back my volume on my mic. We'll add some mastering and effects here. And let's see, we are a little shy of our 30. We're only at 28 and some, so we'll go ahead and stretch this digitally. Gotta quickly take out this breath at the very front side of things, making it nice and tight. If you don't, those will elongate as well, the pauses at the beginning and the end. We don't want that, just the actual production. This is a breath coming into to form the word from. And so we'll go to the time and pitch effect again, time and pitch, and then the stretch and pitch process. 28.2 needs to be a 30. We're going to add almost a second and a half onto this, a little bit more. And take a listen. Here's the finished read for WZCC, Chiefland, Florida's weather forecast for later tonight. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms expected by morning. Otherwise, increasing clouds with calm winds. Our low temperature, 61 degrees. For your Friday, more rain in the mix with an afternoon thunderstorm possible. A high reaching 77. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. From the All right, looks good there. Country Legends Radio is going to be in the can. Let's go ahead and find that name. We'll just copy and paste it here and export it out of our digital audio workstation, which is Adobe Audition CS 2020, part of the Creative Suites package. You might be familiar with perhaps Photoshop or Illustrator. This is Audition, which is an audio editing software tool. We'll go ahead and send this via FTP, the MP3 we just created, to Florida and the radio station there, WZCC. We're ready to move on now to the next signal on the list on this Thursday edition of the Radio Guy, which is WGNZ. And let's see if we can bring up WGNZ in our projects, as we say in Canada. Have you never noticed that? They say projects instead of projects. Projects. We've been watching some Canada Netflix programs, and they always say projects. I don't know why, but anyway, interesting. Interesting enough, that's what they say. We're going to move on here to WGNZ Radio. Clayton, Ohio will close out this little thing. Ooh, man, we're taking quite a flight here. And there it is. Right there in that outbuilding next to Greenview Calvary Tabernacle. Okay. That's covering Montgomery County, Fairborn, Ohio. This has got a music bed, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to the Adobe Editing view, and I'm going to go ahead and close out this multi-track template session we just finished for Chiefland, Florida. And we'll open up WGNZ. This has got a jingle bed here in track 1. You can see it. It's got a bit of a stinger in the front, and then it begins to diminish in volume for the voiceover to begin. We'll start our recorder in track 2 and take a look at the forecast view, airing 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Christian news talk station, WGNZ 1110 a.m. Let's put 29 seconds on the clock. Look at the National Weather Service forecast, starting with tonight's day part. Here we go. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Skywatch weather as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies, light winds out of our northeast, and cold temperatures are low around 14 degrees. It will be partly sunny on our Friday with a high reaching 28 and cloudy Friday night, a low of 17. This forecast underwritten by the Father-Son team at Greenview Plumbing. For all your plumbing needs, one call can solve it all. 937-825-7569. I'm John Gale from the Skywatch Weather Desk on Good News Radio. And that's the read that we want. A little one take. Had a little warble on my voice in one little portion, but I think it'll sound fine with the music bed mixed in there. So we'll switch over here to the Adobe Editing view, already trimming out the voiceover. We'll highlight, delete everything else, and drag this back, lining it up directly underneath that jingle bed as it begins to fade out. That's where you want the voiceover to start, okay? We'll unmute the music bed so we have both the tracks unmuted. We want to welcome Anita Dakin Cheatham to the group. Welcome, Anita. Glad you're with us on this Thursday morning. Let's bounce down both these tracks together as one, add some mastering and effects, and here we go. Finished read, WGNZ Fairborn, Ohio weather for tonight. Here's your WGNZ Miami Valley Skywatch weather as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies, light winds out of our northeast, and cold temperatures are low around 14 degrees. It will be partly sunny on our Friday with a high reaching 28 and cloudy Friday night, a low of 17. This forecast underwritten by the father-son team at Greenview Plumbing. For all your plumbing needs, one call can solve it all. 937-825-7569. I'm John Gale from the Skywatch Weather Desk on Good News Radio. All right, looks good there. Let's go ahead and zoom in real tight, and we'll pull off that little bit of dead air. Go back to the front of things, and again, just a little bit of nothing right there in the beginning. So we trigger right into the forecast. And we're ready to name this WGNZ AM ADR. Overriding yesterday's forecast, creating an MP3 and finding it, sending it on its way over the internet to Fairborn, Ohio. Off she goes into the wild blue yonder on time. Good job. And we're ready to move on to another pair of country stations in Pennsylvania, Scranton and Altoona, Pennsylvania, WQBR, known as The Bear. Let's take a little flight to QBR if we can find it here in our projects. Let's look. Projects. WQBR. Let's take a little trip via... All righty, nice little flight there to the tower. WQBR, here's the outbuilding. And here's the tower. You can hardly see it. Let me see if I can kind of move directions a little bit on this. Not real familiar with how to work this exactly, but... Oh, no, I lost it. But it was there, I promise you. WQBR is a 20-second read. This will be airing later this evening, and then we'll be doing an overnight read for them as well. A dry template, so again, we'll just put some denoise and mastering on my microphone in our digital audio workstation. In track 1, let's take a look at the forecast view. 20 seconds on the clock, starting with tonight's day part. Here we go. All righty. Here's the latest from the Bear weather.
Right.
That was a mistake. One more. Here we go. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, light winds out of our northeast, and a low temperature around 15. It will be mostly cloudy on your Friday with a high reaching 30, and clouds stay right in the mix on our Friday evening. Don't like that. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of our northeast, and a low temperature, 15 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy on your Friday with some calm winds and a high of 30. And clouds continue Friday evening with a low of 13. I'm John Gale from WQBR. All right, there we go. That's the read that we want. Sometimes it takes a few. Yeah. We're going to zoom in here and trim off with our razor tool in Adobe Audition CS 2020. Drag this to the 0 mark. We're a little shy of our 20, so we're going to zoom in real tight. Trim up. We're at about 19.5 after we get rid of this little spot here at the beginning. We'll add the mastering, compression, multiband compression here, equalization, and now go up to our effects tab and stretch this out a bit. From 19.5 to, you guessed it, a 20. So I'm going to just hold down the arrow cursor, arrow button key till we get to 20. There we go. I could type it in, but it gives me grief every time I do. For some reason, a little glitchy right there. Hit apply. We got a boom. Here's the finished read, the evening forecast for Pennsylvania's Altoona and Scranton WQBR. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of our northeast, and a low temperature, 15 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy on your Friday with some calm winds and a high of 30. And clouds continue Friday evening with a low of 13. I'm John Gale from WQBR. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather. Looks good right there. Just started looping there, so we shut that off. Sorry about that. We're going to name it whoops, wrong file name. It helps to remember to copy it, right? What's great about the software package that we use for RFN is it will not allow me to make a mistake and send the wrong file name to the wrong station, which is great. Prevents many mistakes from accidentally happening, so we appreciate that. Now we're going to move on to the overnight read, for kind of the morning read for WQBR's FM signal. Same signal, same two stations. We're just going to move forward a day part and start with Friday morning here instead. 20 seconds on the clock, and let's look at the forecast again. Different opening, and that's about it. Here we go. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into the day. Mostly cloudy skies with calm winds expected, our high reaching 30. Clouds continue Friday evening, a low of 13 with a chance of some afternoon snow showers on Saturday. Calm winds and a high of 28. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. Richard says, QBR makes me laugh because those cities are about 3 hours apart. Yeah, they're AM, or no, one's an FM. Are they both FM? They're both FM signals. You know what? That's a great, that's quite interesting here. Let's go ahead and look up on the radio locator site, WQBR, because they are a pair of sticks. One being there, I think the signal is 92.9. Let's look. 99.9 rather in Scranton and 92.7 in Altoona. So if we look for WQBR on the stationlocator.com site, which is a great site if you're unfamiliar with it, it's only showing me one site here, but here's the coverage map. All right. This is all right. This is 99.9. So the other one must have a different call letters, but they use WQBR. So that is covering. Oh gosh, I can't even really see. But Avis, Pennsylvania is where the transmitter site is located. Interesting. Interesting, and it's not showing me the other signal. Let's look on their web page here for, that's the 99.9. It's not showing me 92.7. Let's see if there's another something for it on here. All right, Bear Country Podcast Network. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. Very interesting though. They are far apart. Let's switch back here to the Adobe Audition large screen view. Highlight and delete everything here. We'll find the front end of the voiceover for overnight. Zoom in, bounce it down, add the mastering and effects we need. We're going to have to stretch this one a bit by about a second, maybe even a second and a half by looking at that. Up to the effects tab we go, effects, and then time and pitch, you know the drill. Stretch and pitch, 18.9, yeah, that looks more like it, 20. Let's hear what that sounds like from the get-go. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into the day. Mostly cloudy skies with calm winds expected, our high reaching 30. Clouds continue Friday evening, a low of 13 with a chance of some afternoon snow showers on Saturday. Calm winds and a high of 28. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. All right, looks good. Let's see, those are, I'm trying to look. You got me all curious now about that 92.7 frequency. So I'm going to type it in here and see if we can get some info. 92.7 radio. Yep, here we go. See what happens when you do a little, no, that's not it. That's Illinois. Yeah, let's put the city in here. That'll help. Pennsylvania. No, I don't want Pennsylvania. Penn State. Pennsylvania. And that's going to be Scranton. Scranton. All right, 99.9. I'm not saying, okay, wait. No, 92.7, Clarion, Pennsylvania, WCCR. Interesting. Here we go. Oh, these are former call signs. 570 watts on that Avis transmitter. Okay, station one on the air is WHUM in 1990, changed its call letters to WDKK. That might be it. Changed the current, no, and WQBR. So it looks like just an, okay, here we go, 90. Here's the call signs. Can't really tell off of the Wikipedia site, but you got me all interested now, Richard. Thank you so much for that. Let's move on, shall we? KULH is up next, guys. It is a FMer in Brookfield, Missouri, covering Kansas City, Livingston, Lynn, Macon, Adair County, Chillicothe, Trenton, and Brookfield, Missouri areas. This is got a music bed, so we're going to go ahead and close out the dry read that we just finished, the template for QBR, and open up KULH. Okay, it's got a jingle bed in track 1. We got this stinger here in the front of the music bed. We'll start the recorder in track 2. Look at the forecast view together. It airs today, 3 to 6 p.m. Let's see where it's located in our great here we go, zooming in to what did I say it was? KULH. KULH. Zoomy, zoomy. There it is, the stick. Out there in the sticks, right? Wow, look at that. I mean, here's the building. They got some nice little land there, it looks like. Nice. All right. Let's switch back to the view here and take a look at the read for today. Airing 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 28 seconds on the clock, please. Here we go, starting with tonight's day part. Christian radio station format here called The Wave. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, mostly cloudy skies, some calm winds out of our north, a low temperature around 1 degrees, and wind chill values making it feel like -4. It will be cloudy and cold on your Friday with our high only reaching near 8 degrees and a slight chance of snow after midnight Friday evening, a low of -3. That is a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. Wow, it's going to be cold out there, isn't it? That's a one take for KULH Radio. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the Adobe view and find the front of the voiceover. I believe it's going to be right here, maybe, possibly. Trim out this, pull it back. I don't think that's it. We need to move forward a little. Christian radio station format here called The Wave. Here we go. All right, that's where we need to be. Sometimes I can't tell by looking at the WAV file. Audio file, I should call it. All right, lining it up directly underneath that jingle bed in track 1 for KULH, and we will line that perfectly up as that fades out. Bounce down both those tracks together. Add the mastering and effects we need. Here we go. Finished read. KULH, Brookfield, Missouri. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, mostly cloudy skies, some calm winds out of our north, a low temperature around 1 degrees, and wind chill values making it feel like -4. It will be cloudy and cold on your Friday with our high only reaching near 8 degrees and a slight chance of snow after midnight Friday evening, a low of -3. That is a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, looks good there. All right, you know what? I'm getting 2 of these for some reason. I don't know why I don't like that, so I'm going to get rid of one of them. All right, let's switch over here. We need to add a quick little fade out and trim off some of that music bed. On to the end here, we'll go up to our favorites tab to do that fade out, and then we got the perfect fade. Scrolling back to the front of things, we will delete this at the beginning. Yeah, Richard says, Google says 92.7 is a Christian station, WJSM. Interesting, in Altoona. Very interesting. Perhaps the information may be wrong, you know, on my forecast page. Sounds like 2 different total, maybe they own them, but we're only doing the one for the FM signal. I'm not sure. All righty, let's go ahead and name this. It's going to be called KULH FM ADR. We'll go ahead and copy and paste that. Make an MP3 file and go ahead and send it over the internet to Brookfield, Missouri. FTP-wise, off she goes. Okay, we're going to move on now, gang. Yes, we are indeed. To KEYE, Perryton, Texas. This is a dry read. We might have to do some investigating on this one as well, Richard. This is we got an AM and an FM stick for KEYE. Perryton, Texas, Ochiltree County, covering near the area of Amarillo. That is where the National Weather Service site is at. We'll go ahead and open up a dry template for this one. No jingle bed behind me on this one, just my voice. Start the recorder here in track 1. This airs today, 3 to 6 p.m. That would be Central Standard Time. I don't have a frequency. Okay. KEYE AM. Here we go. 25 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast together. Starting with tonight's day part, let's give it a go. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. Increasing clouds expected tonight. Cold temperatures are low around 7 and wind chill values making it feel like -5. A chance of some flurries on your Friday afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies and a high reaching 20. More flurries with a chance of snow after midnight Friday evening, a low of 4. I'm John Gale from your country, KEYE. All right, one take for KEYE AM. Yeah. We'll switch over here to the Adobe Editing View. Find the front end. Our low around 7. All right. I'm not finding those front ends very well today. For some reason, I believe there it is. I believe we can fly, too. All right, scrolling back. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. 25 second. I believe that's correct. We'll bounce it down to a stereo audio file. A little bit of a clip going on right here on the low end, low side of things. We'll pull that back volume-wise a bit better. All right, we bounced it down to the stereo audio track it needs to be. We'll add the mastering and effects we need, and it looks like we're actually going to be over our 25 a bit. So we'll trim off the end. Maybe not. Maybe we're right on it. Let's look again. Nope, we're a little bit over. Up to the effects tab we go. Effects, and then time and pitch. We're going to compress this just a few tenths of a second. 25.3. Yep, just 3/10, almost 4/10 of a second. Scrolling up to 25. Right there, hit apply, and boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Here's the dry read forecast for KEYE AM called Your KEYE, Your Country. Here's the forecast from the KEYE WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening. Increasing clouds expected tonight. Cold temperatures are low around 7 and wind chill values making it feel like -5. A chance of some flurries on your Friday afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies and a high reaching 20. More flurries with a chance of snow after midnight Friday evening, a low of 4. I'm John Gale from your country, KEYE. Here's the forecast from the KEYE Weather. All right, this is the AM stick, so this is probably a different spot, but there's Perryton, Texas. There's one stick right there. Am I seeing a second stick close by? I can't see a shadow of one. Sometimes they're hard to see from those satellite views. Okay, there's something. Is that a shadow? That's just a little road. All right, that's the FM signal. We're working on the AM right now. I wonder where the AM guy is at. Maybe we can find that too. All right, so this guy is ready to be exported. He's all ready to roll to the AM side of things. KEYE AM ADR is the file name that we're going to call it. Copying and pasting there, creating that 4800 hertz stereo 24-bit MP3. Overriding yesterday's file and finding it here in my E drive. Sending it on its way to Perryton, Texas's AM signal, KEYE. And we're ready to move on now to their FM stick, which we just showed you a picture of. Let's get out of the way. KEYE FM. Out there in Perryton, Texas. All righty. Let's go ahead and just close out this audio file. Keep the same multi-track template session going. And we'll move on to the FM read. Same forecast, just on my FM, which is an AC format, according to this. Airing today, 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Another 25 seconds on the clock. Richard says snow in Texas, milk, bread, and toilet paper. You betcha. Anytime you get... Although they're up there in the north end of Texas. Let's see what we get. From the MyFM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening, increasing clouds, cold temperatures are low around 7 degrees, but wind chill values making it feel like -5. A chance of flurries on your Friday afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies and a high reaching near 20. Flurries with a chance of snow Friday evening, a low of 4. I'm John Gale for Perryton's great music station, 93.7 MyFM. All right, looks good. That's another one take for The FM side of things, KEYE. Let's go ahead and switch to the Adobe editing view here. If you just tuned in, we're doing some live radio broadcast audio production, doing some weather forecasts for radio stations all over the U.S. today. We'll drag this back to the 0 cursor mark, bounce it down to its own little stereo audio track. Add some mastering and effects. We're a little bit shy of our 25. By quite a bit here. I took a big breath there. We'll see what that sounds like. Let's zoom in tight to the front side, take out just that little millisecond. Go up to our effects tab, and then we'll scroll down to the time and pitch, stretching it a bit. 24.48, to 25. Apply. Here we go. Finished read, KEYE-FM. From the MyFM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening, increasing clouds, cold temperatures are low around 7 degrees, but wind chill values making it feel like -5. A chance of flurries on your Friday afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies and a high reaching near 20. Flurries with a chance of snow Friday evening, a low of 4. I'm John Gale for Perryton's great music station, 93.7 MyFM. From the My... All right, looks good there. We're going to go ahead and export this file to their FM site. KEYE-FM ADR is in the can here. Just going to create an MP3 out of it. We can make an OGG or a WAV. We're going to make an MP3, find it here in my E-Drive, and send it over the internet via file transfer protocol. On time, good job, right into the automation computer there in Perryton, Texas at KEYE-FM. We're going to move on to KIUL now. Let's see if we can find KIUL on the official Google Earth site. Let's take a look at this, see if we can zoom in here. KIUL. Over there in Kansas, Garden City, Scott City, sublet. All righty, where are you? Yeah, out there in a little bit of a rural industrial area, it looks like. We got some containers, some iron. Yeah, that's some iron right there. And there's the transmitter site and the stick there for KIUL, which is an AM signal in Finney County, covering from the National Weather Service, the Dodge City, Garden City, Kansas area. All right, this has got a 30-second read on it. Let's go ahead and switch to the forecast view. 6 to midnight, this one airs. It's a dry read, so we'll close out the template we just made and open up a dry one behind the scenes here. Starting our recorder, this day part starts with tonight. 30 seconds, let's give it a read. Here we go. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies, some calm winds coming out of our northwest, and low temperatures around 2 degrees. Wind chill values making it feel like -12. A chance of some snow on your Friday afternoon. Cloudy and cold, our high only reaching 10. And a chance of snow Friday evening, a low of 0 degrees. For your Saturday, mostly cloudy and cold, a high near 13. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, we're a little shy on that one. Let's read again. I can add another day part in here, I believe. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies. Cold temperatures are low around 2 degrees. Wind chill values making it feel like -12. A chance of some snow on your Friday afternoon. Cloudy and cold with a high near 10. And more snow is possible Friday evening. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 0. Mostly cloudy and cold on your Saturday with a high of 13 and some snow possible Saturday night after midnight, a low of -4. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. That's the read that we want right there. Let's switch back to the Adobe editing view, find the front end of that forecast. There it is. We'll trim it out with our razor tool in our digital audio workstation, Adobe Audition. Pull this back to the 0 cursor mark, bouncing it down to its own new stereo audio file. Adding some mastering and effects here. And there we are at the 30. A little bit of a breath pull right there. We'll stretch this, see if we need to stretch it a bit. It might just be a couple tenths of a second. So here we go, up to 30 on the new duration box in the stretch and pitch effect process here. Hit apply. Boom, shakalaka. Here's the finished read, KIUL AM, sublet, Garden City, Kansas. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies. Cold temperatures are low around 2 degrees. Wind chill values making it feel like -12. A chance of some snow on your Friday afternoon, cloudy and cold with a high near 10. And more snow is possible Friday evening, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and a low of 0. Mostly cloudy and cold on your Saturday with a high of 13 and some snow possible Saturday night after midnight, a low of -4. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. Here's your Western. All right, looks good there, real good. Nice and tight already. It is ready to be exported here. We're going to create it as an MP3 and send it on its way to KIUL-AM. EV is the file name that it needs to be. Just copying and pasting that here into the export file window. There's a shortcut to do that, guys. It's Control-Shift-E if you didn't know. And we've saved it here as an MP3. Now we'll find it in my SSD drive, a little 3 terabyte drive that I've got. Love it. KIUL-AM EV. FTP in it over the internet, and that's kind of like a giant Dropbox. FTP, a file transfer protocol. And we'll move on to the next signal on the list, WTBH. WTBH has a music bed, so we're going to close out this multi-track template session, open up a brand new one that we pre-created almost a year ago. For Chiefland, Florida, Levi, home county of station, Dixie, and Gilchrist counties. We'll start a recorder in track 2. You see the music bed here in track 1. For WTBH, the weather forecast, and we're having trouble populating the National Weather Service. Let's switch over to weatherforyou.com instead. And let's take a look at WTBH, where they're located here, out there in Chiefland, Florida. That's PLK. We want TBH. There we go. TBH. Where is TBH? Here's TBH. Chiefland. Zooming in here real tight. Long Pond Baptist Church. It's got to be a Christian station. There's the stick right there. Right there in the transmitter building. Right next to it. Long Pond Baptist Church. Yes, sirree. It is a Christian station. Airing 6 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock and give this guy a read. Here we go, starting with tonight's day part. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for this evening. Partly cloudy skies with some scattered showers possible. Light winds with a low temperature around 61. Friday brings mostly cloudy skies, a possible rain shower or 2 with a high near 78. And Friday evening, mostly cloudy, some scattered showers, a low of 61 degrees. That is the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. A little short on this one. Let's reread. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for this evening. Partly cloudy skies with some scattered showers and some light winds. Our low temperature in the low 60s. For your Friday, mostly cloudy skies with some rain showers possible. A high reaching 78. Friday evening, cloudy skies with some scattered showers, light winds, and a low of 61. And for your Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers likely. A high of 73. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, that's the read that we want. That second one was the better one, right? Yes, indeed. Chicken dinner. Let's go ahead. Scroll back to the front end of that voiceover. I believe it's right here, perhaps. Let's take a listen. I'm John Gale with your Yes, let's trim it right there. Get rid of that first one and pull this back to the 0 cursor mark right underneath that jingle bed. They gave us a 60. We only need a 30. We'll unmute it. The music, that is. Bounce down both those tracks together, combining them, mixing the music with the voiceover. Add some mastering and effects here. We'll trim off this 60 seconds and just quickly add a simple fade out on the end of the jingle bed right here to make it a 32. Go up to the favorites tab to do that. Favorite, we've highlighted what we want to fade out. Hit the fade out button. Boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Here we go. Finished read for WTBH FM, Chiefland, Florida. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for this evening. Partly cloudy skies with some scattered showers and some light winds. Our low temperature in the low 60s. For your Friday, mostly cloudy skies with some rain showers possible. A high reaching 78. Friday evening, cloudy skies with some scattered showers, light winds, and a low of 61. And for your Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers likely, a high of 73. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, looks good there. Let's move into the front. I did hear a breath on the front side of things. We'll trim off and go right into the production with that. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut, bringing up the export file. We'll name it WTBH-FMEV, creating that MP3 we need. Finding it here in the solid-state drive and sending it to Florida, Chiefland, Florida. Doing weather forecasts right now on the Radio Guy this Thursday afternoon, streaming live on Facebook as well as YouTube and the Twitch platform called the Audio Pro there. We're going to move on to our next signal on the list, which is a dry read for WTYJ. Ferndale, Louisiana, Adams, Jefferson, Franklin counties. We'll open up a dry template here. Let's see where we need to go as far as finding WTYJ. We're zooming in here to Natchez City Hall area. Radio broadcasting. Well, it looks like we're in a nice little community. Some homes, some businesses. Yeah, there's the studios. Here's the satellite. Not seeing the stick, but that is definitely the radio station there. WTYJ. This airs this evening, rather this afternoon, 4 p.m. all the way to 6 a.m. 30 seconds on the clock. Sorry, you guys were in that weird view that whole time. Didn't mean to do that for you. Let me show you real quick again on that. So there's the STL microwave, whatever they're using. WTYJ, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's give this a read. Here we go. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, a chance of some rain showers, a possible thunderstorm after midnight. Our low temperature around 34 degrees. Rain is likely on our Friday as well. Otherwise, cloudy skies, gusting winds out of our north, and a high reaching near 39. A chance of some rain before midnight, then a slight chance of freezing rain afterwards, with a low of 31 degrees. Saturday brings some freezing drizzle in the morning, cloudy skies, and a high reaching 39. This is John Gale reporting. All right, that looks good, and it's a one take. We're a little over, so we'll digitally compress this in just a second. Switching back to the Adobe Editing View. For your post-production viewing pleasure, let's find the front end. WTYJ, 30 seconds on the clock. Let's give this a read. Here we go. Here we go now. All right, using the razor tool in Adobe Audition, we'll highlight and delete everything else. Drag this back, 0 cursor mark, bouncing it down. Stereo audio file here. Adding the mastering and effects that we need now. We're over by about 1 second. How are we going to fix this, guys? Well, the same way, just in reverse. I'm going to zoom to the very front, make it as tight as possible. And let's quickly, let's just shorten up some breaths before we do our surgery on this guy, because it's a little long, so we want to make sure that it doesn't sound funky in any way. Here's a breath we'll pull out. Anything else looking really long? This one right here. So we're taking out the breath. After you do several of those, you can almost get a second out of it. Yep, we're at 30.8 now. Much better to work with as far as compression now. Time and pitch. And then the stretch and pitch process under the Effects tab in Adobe Audition. Current duration, 30.8, almost 31 seconds. Better than 32. New duration, 0. Hit apply, and boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Here we go. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the finished read. Here, zoomed in so tight. Here we go. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab overnight, a chance of some rain showers, a possible thunderstorm after midnight. Our low temperature around 34 degrees. Rain is likely on our Friday as well. Otherwise, cloudy skies, gusting winds out of our north, and a high reaching near 39. A chance of some rain before midnight, then a slight chance of freezing rain afterwards, with a low of 31 degrees. Saturday brings some freezing drizzle in the morning, cloudy skies, and a high reaching 39. This is John Gale reporting from the... All right, looks good there for WTYJ WMIS. Another 2 sticks there, Richard, if you're still with me. All right, for New Orleans, no, Ferndale, Louisiana. Natchez County. Just going to copy and paste the file name here. Let's make sure we got that. WTYJ FM 80R4. I'm assuming probably their 4th read for the day that we provide for them, overriding yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about yesterday's weather there. No, not really. I mean, we just want to not have a bunch of forecasts in my folder. On time, good job. We're going to move on now, yes, sirree, to WGRI, Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's quickly take a trip in our gospel ship here, using our UFO. Flying in to WGRI. Cincinnati, Ohio. You like that UFO effect? Here we go. Right off the highway, it looks like, yeah. Oh, there's the stick right there. I'm seeing the top of it anyway. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. We got the old style stick on that one. Love that look. Beautiful. All right, GRI, let's wait for the National Weather Service to populate. As it does that, we'll switch over to this view and close out the template that we don't need. Opening up a brand new one for GRI, which has the jingle bed in track 1 and my voiceover in track 2 for the Cincinnati signal. 10:50 a.m. 6 to midnight, this one airs, covering Hamilton County, Butler, Warren, Claremont. Starting our recorder in track 2. Let's switch back to the forecast view in 24 seconds on the clock. Starting with tonight's day part, we'll give it a read. Here we go. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for this evening, mostly cloudy skies, cold temperatures with our low right around 15 degrees. Friday brings some sunshine with a high only reaching 32, and mostly cloudy skies Friday, evening light winds out of our north and a low of 19. A chance of snow on your Saturday afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies and a high of 29. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. Good read there. Richard says my station had five sticks at one point before we moved our tower closer to the population city, but we still have 3. Don't really need the other 2. Yeah, there's a lot of crisscrossing of signals, especially, some of the low power signals. Companies buy them all up, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like all the big signals are already used up, really. Let's switch over to the Adobe Editing large screen view. They'll buy all the little mom and pops and then, try to cover a major city with it. Put a billboard out with, 10 signals on it, so hoping someone can read it as they drive by at 60 miles an hour, All right, unmuting the music bed. We'll bounce down both the audio files. It looks like my voice is over. Let's go back. My voice is going to be over just a hair, so we might make this a little tighter. Start with my voice. Let's see if there's a breath we can pull. That's at 25 right there. Well, let's just do these last 2, maybe zooming in real tight. We'll take these breaths down. All right, here's one. Doing a little crossfade action here. And then another one here that one's really short. Is that my last one? Yeah, real short. Almost pointless on that one. All right, let's bounce down and see what happens. Both those together, adding the mastering. Here we go. Cincinnati's WGRI. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for this evening, mostly cloudy skies, cold temperatures with our low right around 15 degrees. Friday brings some sunshine with a high only reaching 32, and mostly cloudy skies Friday, evening light winds out of our north and a low of 19. A chance of snow on your Saturday afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies and a high of 29. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, looks a lot better anyway. Let's scroll back to the 25. There is a little bit of a sting that is fading out there at the 25. I'm not just keeping a bunch of dead air there for you, so that looks pretty good there. I did hear a little breath coming in at the end. I'm going to pull that out. Front end looks good. This is a 25-second read. We want to welcome Eric Martin to the group. He says, good morning, Eric. Eric Martin and his cat, Bandit. What is your cat's name, Eric? We'd love to plug your cat. No, that doesn't sound very good. We want to give your cat some accolades, right? WGRI here is... I'm awful today. Cincinnati overwritten. MP3 is all ready to roll. Let's find it. There it is. Open it up. We'll send it via FTP to Cincy. Off she goes. On time. Good job. We're going to move up the street to WHKO. WHKO Dayton. That is HIO. Here's HKO. Let's see if we can get there using our UFO tool. Switch into the forecast view. I'm not seeing where HKO. Come on, where is HKO? HKO right there. There it is. Zooming in here. Cox Radio Broadcast Group right there. There's the tower. Nice. WHIO. I used to work there back in the late 80s. Got my start in radio there. Great station. Great set of stations. Met some wonderful people. We'll close out this template right here and open up a brand new one for WHKO. This urban signal is on a HD signal, so only HD radios can get it, unfortunately, or if you're able to stream it on the internet. I don't know, do they even make HD radios? Like, is that the common new radio that comes out? Does it get HD? I'm not sure. I remember when that became all the rage, the early 90s, mid 90s on through. Maybe it was mid to late 90s. Starting our recorder in track 2. Let's give this a read. 6 to midnight, this forecast airs. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast view. Starting with tonight's day part. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for this evening, partly cloudy skies with light winds coming out of our north. Our low temperature right around 15. For your Friday afternoon, partly cloudy skies, our high only reaching near 29, and mostly cloudy skies Friday evening as well. A low temperature of 17, wind chill values making it feel like 11. Your Saturday brings mostly cloudy skies with some scattered snow showers, a high of 27. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. All right, looks good. That's a one take for WHKO. Yeah. Using the razor tool, we'll trim out that voiceover and pull this back to the 0 cursor mark right underneath the jingle bed. Little long on this one, just a bit wee over the 30. We'll pull her back. See if there's any edits we can make. Yes, there are. Gotta zoom in a little tighter to get it a better feel for it anyway. There's one. And here's a quick second one. And a third right here. Are there any more we can add? That looks pretty good. That gets us under the music, which is where we want to be. Bouncing down both those tracks together, the music combined with the voiceover will add the mastering and effects, broadcast multiband compression, equalization, normalization. Let's take a listen. Finished read WHKO-FM. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for this evening, partly cloudy skies with light winds coming out of our north. Our low temperature right around 15. For your Friday afternoon, partly cloudy skies, our high only reaching near 29, and mostly cloudy skies Friday evening as well. A low temperature of 17, wind chill values making it feel like 11. Your Saturday brings mostly cloudy skies with some scattered snow showers, a high of 27. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. All right, looks good there for WHKO in the can. Just trimming off the dead end so it triggers right into whatever they have loaded up next in their automation software. We're going to name this and create an MP3 file called WHKO-FM EV for evening. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we'll find it here in my eDrive and send it on its way to Dayton. FTP, off she goes, on time. Good job. Let's move on. Thank you very much. Back to Cincinnati, WCVX. Let's find it. WCVX Radio. Here we go. Zooming in down right off of the highway there. 75 in this little building. I don't see any like little satellites or nothing. Yep, there they are. There they are right there. Yes, sirree. Nice building there that they're in. WCVX Radio. Looks like a college building, perhaps. All right, we'll close out the multi-track template session that we just finished for HKO and open up a new template for WCVX that includes their jingle bed in track 1. My voice in track 2. This airs on 11:60 a.m. later on this evening, 6 p.m. to midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time. 30 seconds on the clock, please. Here we go, starting with tonight's day part. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for this evening, mostly cloudy skies with some gusting winds coming out of our northeast. Our low temperature a cold 15 degrees. It will be partly sunny on your Friday with our high only reaching near 32, and mostly cloudy overnight Friday evening, back to the very low temperatures around 19 degrees. A chance of some snow on your Saturday afternoon, cloudy skies with a high near 29. This weather's been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, we're probably going to pull out a day part on this one. Let's see if we can fix this. Went very long on the forecast read, but I think we'll pull out Saturday. So we're going to zoom in here till the end of things. Saturday afternoon, cloudy skies with a high near 29. This weather's been brought to you by Ketmoy. Cloudy overnight, Friday evening, back to the very low temperatures, around 19 degrees. Right there. All right. So let's zoom in right after that breath took place, and we'll clip right there. We'll clip right here. This is the Saturday day part. Clip that out, and then we're just going to clip right before the outro, which is right here, I believe. That looks correct, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. This weather's been brought to you. Yeah, so we'll just then pull that out and butt up both of these, the outro with the ending. Then we'll zoom in real tight and do a little crossfade action there over that breath. Just like that. Breeze. This weather's been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing a little too tight. We'll zoom in even tighter here. Just like that. Pull over just a hair. Right there. Looks better. All right. Now we can unmute the music bed. Bounce down both the tracks. Mastering and effects. Here we go. Finished read. Cincinnati. WCVX. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for this evening. Mostly cloudy skies with some gusting winds coming out of our northeast. Our low temperature a cold 15 degrees. It will be partly sunny on your Friday with our high only reaching near 32, and mostly cloudy overnight Friday evening, back to the very low temperatures around 19 degrees. This weather's been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services. 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, looks good there. All right, there's our 30. Pull her out. And zoom in tight here. We will go ahead and export this as an MP3 to my solid state drive. Naming it WCVX AM EV and creating that MP3 file. Hope you guys are having a blessed week. The weeks are flying by. I don't know what it is with the COVID pandemic thing. You think it'd be feeling like it's forever. To me, it's faster than it's ever been. I don't know why. On time, good job. Cincinnati's in the can. We will move on to Palatka, Florida. This is a nostalgia station, WPLK radio. Palatka, Florida. Let's take a quick trip, if we can find it. Here it is. We'll zoom in to Palatka. Ah, yes. Here we go. Beautiful. St. John's Avenue, Palatka, Florida, to be exact. WPLK right here. A little bit of a industrial. No, I'm seeing some homes and some businesses mixed in here. Zoom in real tight. I don't see any sticks or anything like that, but that is the studios there. Well, definitely it's in this picture right here. It's off to the side, either on this side covered by the tree. I think it's right here. Right here. Yeah. WPLK has a music bed, so we'll open up a multi-track template session for that. In our pre-created template sessions that we made almost a year ago, right, Anita Dakin? She knows all about that. She was here from the beginning. WPLK Radio, AM and FM, AM 800, FM 98.3. This forecast airs today between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 30 seconds on the clock, please. Forecast view. We'll start with tonight. Here we go. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for this evening, a slight chance of some showers, perhaps a thunderstorm by morning. Patchy fog expected afterwards, with a low right around 64 degrees. Your Friday brings some afternoon showers, areas of fog by 10 p.m., and cloudy skies are high reaching 77. What? That's Navaka. I just messed up. That's a strike. Strike! Strike one. Here we go. One more. It's AM, not PM. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for this evening, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with some fog expected by morning. Our low temperature right around 64 degrees. Your Friday brings a chance of some afternoon showers, fog by 10 a.m., and cloudy skies, a high reaching 77. Friday evening, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, a low temperature right around 63. And Saturday, more rain possible, a high of 75. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka, Palatka, Palatka. Richard says, I just did a spot for a station in Palatka 2 days ago. Laughed because I already knew how to say it because I'd been watching you. Richard, that is the quote of the day. I had listen to this. This is a funny story. I got an email from Jim Rinaldi, who is the meteorologist who's in charge of all the forecasts for RFN radio. And he wrote and he said, everyone's got to say Palatka right. They're saying Palatka with a R. Palatka, Florida. I get, a lot of Indian kind of sounding names out there in Florida. I'm not trying to be, non-politically correct there, but Palatka. I'm glad I could be of assistant, Richard. I will definitely be looking for a little stipend for your work. Here we go. One more read. This one was giving me grief today. Let's try it again. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for this evening, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy skies, our low temperature around 64. Your Friday brings some rain showers in the afternoon, patchy fog, and some cloudy skies, a high reaching 77. Friday evening, a chance of more rain, a possible thunderstorm early on, with a low temperature of 63. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. There you go, Richard. The correct pronunciation. Let's switch over to the Adobe editing view. You gave me the giggles today on that one. That's great. I love those stories. Pulling back, lining it up directly underneath the music bed, unmuting the music, and bouncing down both these tracks together. The music with the voiceover, adding some mastering and effects. Here we go. Is that forecast for Palatka, Putnam County, St. John's, and Flagler, WPLK. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for this evening, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy skies, our low temperature around 64. Your Friday brings some rain showers in the afternoon, patchy fog, and some cloudy skies, a high reaching 77. Friday evening, a chance of more rain, a possible thunderstorm early on, with a low temperature of 63. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. I love it. Just love it. Let's scroll back to the front and trim it up. Here we go, right into the production right there. Control-Shift-E, naming it and claiming it. WPLK right there. Overriding yesterday's. Let's look for it. There it is. Tedious work these forecasts can be. Could write a poem about it. KIMX. Up next, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Palatka. No. Got Palatka on my mind now. Laramie and Cheyenne. KIMX. CHR station out there in Wyoming. Music bed and track 1. Great little jingle singing sting there. Track 2, my voiceover, highlighting in red in real time. Let's take a look at where Palatka, KIMX, would be located using our Google Earth tool. Here we go. Let's take a trip. Maybe if we're going the wrong direction here. Let's get to Florida. KIMX, where are you, KIMX? Oh, what am I doing? I don't want Tallahassee. I want Wyoming. KIMX. There you are. And there's K-Hat right there, right next to it. These are the two sister stations. They're actually kind of far apart. One's over the highway in the mountains, in the mountain range, it looks like. KIMX. Yeah, wow. I'm not seeing the stick. I think they've missed it by a bush there. Yeah, there's the transmitter stick right there. All right, KIMX. Get rid of that. Palatka, that messed me up. All righty, let's take a look. Forecast view for Laramie up at the top. If they're similar, we'll do them together. Tonight, snow. It won't be long. No. We've got some other funky stuff going on here. What is this? Wind chill advisory in effect for Cheyenne until Saturday. That's going to be a funky read. Let's see what we can come up with. Here we go. You should hear the outtakes. I said it exactly like you do initially. Paletker. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming for Laramie tonight, a chance of snow, a low of 11 degrees. More snow on your Friday, a high of 19, and some snow likely Friday night, a low of 6. For Cheyenne, a wind chill advisory in effect until Friday. Tonight, a chance of snow, a low of -2. Snow likely on your Friday morning, a low of poops. You should cue them up and send them to me, Richard. I would get a chuckle out of that. One more read. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming for Laramie tonight, a chance of snow, a low of 11 degrees. More snow expected on your Friday, a high of 19, and some snow likely Friday night, a low of 6. For Cheyenne, wind chill advisory in effect with a chance of snow tonight, a low of -2. More snow likely on your Friday, a high of 7, and a chance of snow Friday night, a low of -7. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. That sounded so funky with all of those. Snow, 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 it won't be long before I wash my hair with snow. Remember White Christmas? All right, we're trimming it out. Not the best forecast, but not the worst. We're going to zoom in and line it up directly underneath the jingle bed as it begins to ramp down. Right there. Lining it up. Whoops, don't you do that. You get where you belong. Here we go. Unmute. Bounce down. Effects. Here we go. Finished read. KIMX.
IMX weather.
From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming for Laramie tonight, a chance of snow, a low of 11 degrees. More snow expected on your Friday, a high of 19, and some snow likely Friday night, a low of 6. For Cheyenne, wind chill advisory in effect with a chance of snow tonight, a low of -2. More snow likely on your Friday, a high of 7, and a chance of snow Friday night, a low of -7. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, really nice there. Actually turned out much better when you hear it than when you record it. We're going to zoom in here real tight and pull off this little bit of dead air. So it triggers right into the very production that we need it to be. KIMX. Almost in the can. Let's just copy and paste the file name from the FTP script page provided to me by RFN. KIMX right here. Let's go ahead and send it as the MP3 we just created over the internet to Wyoming. Off she goes. Now we'll move on to K-Hat, that other stick there. Let's zoom out across the highway. We'll zoom in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what I believe? Yeah, here's 2 sticks. I bet you these are both of them. But the other one had a stick too, didn't it? This is a kind of a out there, and yeah, there's some residents here. Looks like a nice area. Pretty open spaces out there in Wyoming. We'll close out the multi-track template session. Switch over here to find the K-Hat forecast template. There it is. Includes their jingle bed, which is a donut. Start the recorder in track 2. Let's switch back to the forecast view again. Same read. A little funky, all this snow going on. I'd like to do this as one read, actually, but it is so different in temperatures and that wind chill advisory. There we go. Let's try it. 24 seconds on the clock. Here we go. 4 to midnight, Mountain Time Central, or Mountain Time, yeah. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie tonight, a chance of snow, a low of 11. On your Friday, snow expected with a high of 19, and Friday evening snow is likely, a low of 6. For Cheyenne tonight, a wind chill advisory in effect with a chance of snow, a low of -2. Your Friday brings some snow with a high of 7 and a chance of snow Friday night, a low of -7. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. That was a speed read right there. One take Johnny G for K-Hat Radio. Lining it up. We're going to trim it out there in Wyoming. Get your little doggies going. And we'll put it right here in the center of that donut. As the ramp down begins, that's where we want our voice to start, right there. Zoom into the end, make sure that that looks okay. All right, unmute the music bed, bouncing it down. Both those files together, combined, adding some mastering effects. Here we go, finished read K-Hat FM. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie tonight, a chance of snow, a low of 11. On your Friday, snow expected with a high of 19, and Friday evening snow is likely, a low of 6. For Cheyenne tonight, a wind chill advisory in effect with a chance of snow, a low of -2. Your Friday brings some snow with a high of 7 and a chance of snow Friday night, a low of -7. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. Perfect. Wow. I kind of should pat myself on the back on that one. No, I should never do that because that means my next read's going to be terrible. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut. Let's go ahead and save it as an MP3, naming it K-Hat Radio. K-Hat FM EV. There it is. Overriding yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Laramie. Finding it and sending it over the internet via FTP, doing some live radio broadcast audio production right here on our Facebook page. Make sure you give us some love, some thumbs up. Follow us, and you'll get notifications every single time we load up brand new content, either on Facebook, YouTube, or our Twitch channel called The Audio Pro. We're all streaming live right now on all of those formats. We're going to move on to our next station on the list, which is KMAR, Louisiana. This is Winsboro, Louisiana. Let's go ahead and zoom out on our Google Earth and take a look at where we're heading on this one for KMAR. Where are we at? Here we go. Let's zoom out and take a little trip, if we can, via Google Earth, yes sirree, to Winsboro, Louisiana. Let's see, KMAR, zooming in. Woo! It's making me sick to my stomach. KMAR, here we go. Out there in a little residential area, there's the stick right here in somebody's backyard anyway. For KMAR Studios, transmitter building, looks good. Let's take a look at the forecast view for this one. We'll open up a pre-created multi-track template session using Adobe Audition CS 2020 KMAR right here. In track 1, we got a jingle bed with some singing. Pretty sweet. You'll like it. We'll start our recorder in track 2 for my voiceover. This forecast will be airing this evening. That would be, what, Central Standard Time? It's near Jackson, Mississippi. Franklin County there, Winsboro, Louisiana. 24 seconds on the clock. Let's look at the forecast view together, starting with tonight. Here we go. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast. For tonight, a chance of rain early on, changing over to freezing rain, possibly. Cloudy skies and a low temperature around 30 degrees. For your Friday, some freezing rain before noon, then some rain likely later in the afternoon, becoming cloudy with a high reaching 37. A chance of freezing rain again Friday evening, becoming cloudy by morning, a low of 29, and I'm way too long. Let's just kill that day part on Friday night and do the outro right here, and we'll trim it up together. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, switch over to the Adobe editing view. Got carried away on that forecast for some reason. Let's find the front end, possibly. Cloudy skies. All right, here's the start. Let's trim it out using our razor tool. We'll highlight and get rid of everything else. Drag this back underneath that, ramp down. Let's go back a little bit more. Looks good there. Let's find that mistake. Cloudy with a high reaching 37. A chance of freeze right there. The 37 we can get rid of. We'll put our trim right there before that next day part. Get rid of that puppy and find the end, which I believe. That's a look at your KMA. Right there is where we want it to be. Get rid of that section completely. We'll bounce both of these. Put one right next to the other. Bumping them together. And we'll scroll in tight and do a little crossfade action right there. Looks good, and we got that little ramp out. We'll unmute the music and bounce down both those tracks together. Add the mastering and effects. Here we go. Finish read KMAR, Winsboro, Louisiana. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast. For tonight, a chance of rain early on, changing over to freezing rain, possibly. Cloudy skies and a low temperature around 30 degrees. For your Friday, some freezing rain before noon, then some rain likely later in the afternoon, becoming cloudy with a high reaching 37. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, little long there. We could actually, let's do this. First of all, let's raise my volume on my voice just a hair because we're a little lost there in the music mix. We'll go up to about 1.2, and we have to do that twice here with this one because of that little clip that we did. And then I'm going to pull this whole section forward a bit because we're a little shy of where we need to be. I'm going to go all the way out to where that ramp down finishes, pulling this back more. Let's even go a little bit more. Let's rebounce down that. Just listen to where the voiceover comes in with the new volume as well. Here we go. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening KMAR weather. Yeah, that's better right there. All right, Control-Shift-E is the shortcut. Let's go ahead and name it and claim it. KMAR-FM EV, overriding yesterday's forecast, finding it as the MP3 we just created and sending it over the internet via file transfer protocol to Louisiana. Off she goes. And guys, that's going to be it for this edition of the Radio Guy, a Thursday already. We'll be back at 11:30 tomorrow. Make sure that you give us some love on the way out. A few little thumbs up will be great for the algorithms on Facebook. Gets our message out a little bit further. We appreciate it, each and every one of those. You can follow us on Twitch and YouTube as well, and check out some photos behind the scenes on our Instagram, the.radio guy. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Until then, take care of one another. Be safe. We'll see you. Bye-bye.